Hello, guys. We'll wait for maybe a minute or two for other people to join our stream. Anyway, thank you very much, people who already joined. My name is Dima. I'm a CEO and co-founder of GrowDirector. We're doing automation of greenhouses. And today we would like to present the challenges of the current greenhouse growers and how those challenges can be solved, at least with this with minimum investment from the grower side. So we'll just give one more minute for those people who haven't joined yet, and then we start our webinar. Thank you. Those who join us right now, welcome. Welcome to GrowDirector webinar, which will be discussing about challenges in the greenhouse currently in the world. We're going to wait for one more minute to give a chance for other people to join. Once everybody in, so I will start the webinar. Thank you. Hey guys, we're gonna start now about challenges in the greenhouse today. Current challenges everybody see, it's nothing new to anybody. A few things. First of all, climate change. Let's say last week you had in Israel plus 45 Celsius or 155 Fahrenheit. So it's quite hot to plants as well, not only people. Second thing, it's a labor shortage. All over the world, we see a qualified labor, which is in a lot of shortage. And currently, the salaries are rising. Next thing is the rising costs. Salaries, nutrients, all the equipment, everything is rising, and it's hurting us because it's not so easy to raise the prices as well. If we dig deeper into the challenges, so we have extreme weather event. Beside very hot weather, we have also very cold weather in some places, as well as hurricanes, strong rains, and other things which can really hurt your plants. We have a climate change which is currently already costing about $20 billion a year for agricultural sector. The IPCC predicts that the climate change could reduce global crop yield by 25% by 2050. Okay, one second, let me change. There's some technical difficulties. Hey guys, I see some people have technical difficulties. The screen is frozen for some of them. Can you write me something if you can see this if you can see it correctly, so I can continue? Guys, once again, sorry for technical difficulties. I'm trying to solve it. We'll do our best. So we were talking about the challenges regarding the climate change. The global agricultural labor force is also expected to be declined by 20% by 2050. Global agriculture sector will need to create 70 million new jobs by 2030 in order to meet the growing demand for food, which is very hard currently. And the climate change costs a lot of money. Globally, it's cost about $20 billion a year, and this price should be, and this cost should rise. Now, we would like to show you a little clip about how we are currently solving those things in Israel. We have our product which helped a lot of growers, and hopefully it will help many more. I will show you a quick clip which showing you what actually it does.
This is John. He is a gardener. John was waking up early every day to manage everything inside his greenhouse. In spite of his talent, he was wasting time and resources because it's difficult to monitor everything in a greenhouse. Then he discovered GrowDirector Pro's automation system. The GrowDirector allows John to monitor and control everything in his greenhouse. And now his life has changed. Now he can create his own rules for different zones by controlling up to 64,000 devices in one app. Control hydroponic and soil values based on pH, EC, DO, and ORP. manage and control any device and sensor to achieve perfect conditions for his plants. Grow them 16% faster. Connect up to 64,000 wireless sensors, humidity, temp, CO2, flow meter, VPD, soil moisture, soil EC, lux, PAR, etc. John's days are much more peaceful now, with cloud-based data at his fingertips 24/7. GrowDirector helps him calculate and control all resources being wasted, saving him a lot of money. John is smart, but even he can make mistakes sometimes. Thanks to a patented machine learning system, GrowDirector automatically prevents growers' mistakes and saves their harvest. GrowDirector Pro is a real master. It learns about John's plants and knows how to navigate the environment in the near future, correcting things before they head in an unwanted direction. Now, nothing can stop John from growing his business. He can provide different levels of access to the app, depending on a worker's role. Join the GrowDirector revolution. Be smart, like John.
So we are hoping for more Johns in the world. It's just a quick description of the product, so it will be easier to understand how we can help the growers and what it actually does. We try to make it as clear as possible, and hopefully it does. By the way, me and my team had a lot of discussion. Should we get this clip, or should I only explain about the product? I insist about having this clip because I think it's very clear understanding the product in a very short time. I would love to have your input about this. I'm very fascinated to know how clear it was for you, and what should we do for the next time. What is better? Is a human being explaining about the product, or it's actually a short clip explaining about the product? Hope to hear your feedback, guys. Advantage of remote controlling. Now, first of all, sending alerts and notification when needed. And this is very important, we think. The user can create a different alerts and notification for every aspect of the growing. For example, once the temperature reach a certain threshold, it will give you some notification. Once humidity or other parameters will reach a certain threshold, it also will give you a notification. And you can always be sure that you're going to get a correct notifications that you wanted, and not just to be blown away by millions of notifications and ringtones. This is very helpful for the users which are using currently our system, as well as monitoring everything from any place in the world. It's very easy. You are sitting in your house or vacation or whatever, and you can actually see what's going on in your greenhouse, especially if you have people which are working there. It's very easy to monitor and understand what's actually happening in the greenhouse, about your environment, and how precise things are going. So this was very useful for many of our clients. Next thing is insight of data analytics. Now, data analytics is very important. From the left side, you see the graph of you see the picture of telephone. This is actually our app. This is a real life screenshot of the app. You can see the graphs of all of your environment on the same timeline, and see what's actually going on, what happened, how your greenhouse is behaving. Of course, all the data is private. All the data stays with you. We are only generate this data on the cloud, so it will be accessible for all the people. But the data is secure, and it's ownership of the grower. No concerns there, because we know many growers have a lot of concern about the data, and it's obvious, and this is how it should be. Data can be used for different things. Most important is to follow up trends across all of your sensors. So you see what's happening in the night, you see what's happening in the day, you see how your environment are being changed and what's being done. This can reduce labor a lot, because instead of measuring and operating, you can just automate everything. You see your environment, how how your environment and how your plants actually being affected by changes being done by the system, mostly for the better. You also can identify the problematic patterns with your environment. One also important things about data that you have in your finger is the following. Once you have a very successful growth cycle, you can actually go dig into the data and see what's happening and how you can reproduce this environment for your plants for the next time. Vice versa, something went wrong, and let's say you didn't get the harvest that you expected. You can also go into the data, you can dig a little bit, understand, okay, maybe humidity wasn't too high, pH, EC, or other parameters. This gives you a lot of power to understand the problems that are happening and how to improve on this. I think this is very important and very helpful for the growers. Next thing, the importance of environmental control. Currently, you see here one of our clients' greenhouses. It's growing 50,000 lettuce heads. So once we install the system, we actually managed to decrease the growing time from 5 to 4 weeks, which is a lot, I would say. We managed to decrease nutrient use and to get a more stable and predictable products. As well as, of course, we managed to decrease a manpower which is being operated this greenhouse. Greenhouse is an NFT hydroponic system, and before having sophisticated products, it was very complicated to keep the perfect environment for the plants, especially the pH and EC. We actually solved this, and now everything is worked automatically. So we have a lot of similar examples of different greenhouses, which are using our system, and it was very beneficial. Next thing we would like to talk is about benefits of automated irrigation. First of all, manual watering. I don't think I need to dig deeper about it. It's very frustrating, hard, and wasteful. Now, the benefits of automatic irrigation is efficiency of water use. You don't irrigate just because you irrigate because it's needed. You can either check your soil moisture or other parameters and give the plants exactly what it needed and when it needed. A lot of time saving and convenience about automating irrigation. You reduce a lot of human labor. And of course, because you're giving your plants what he needs, when he needs, you improve your plant health and your yield. It's above any doubt, you have much better yield when you give your plants what it needs when it needs, and not when you have some time or when you remember. So this actually also increase yields and save a lot of money for our growers. Next thing is power of smart sensors. So we have our sensors being deployed all over greenhouse. The system is very easy to use. It's wireless. You don't need any infrastructure. You just deploy your sensors whenever you need. And you can deploy variety of sensors. Air temperature, humidity, and environmental VPD. If you have any questions about environmental VPD, we can discuss here further. Soil moisture, CO2, PAR and LUX sensors. PAR is more for LED lights. LUX is more for sun and other lights, as well as flow meter. From the hydroponic side, you have pH, EC, and water temperature sensors, as well as the dissolved oxygen on ORP, oxidation reduction potential. Those are new sensors and give you a lot of more insight into your water than it was before. It helps greatly to improve your yield. One more thing about systems. So let's talk about numbers. So there's a lot of talks how helpful it is. System is very price friendly. Payback is as small as 7 weeks payback. So it's very easy for you to get your money worth, and to decrease all the waste of resources with very modest financial investment from the grower side. Is being proved in many places that we are already working, and hopefully it will also be proved in your greenhouse. Now, how we can improve the growing. So I just want to show you the sensor, the modules. Now, those are actually virus modules. They're small. Okay, this one, for example, it's dry contact. It can operate low voltage or any other electrical equipment, from irrigation valves to 5-10 kilowatts of humidifier or fans. Next one is GrowDirector. Now, GrowDirector comes with 3 parasitic pumps for nutrients and pH, as well as hydroponic sensors. Because it's modular, so you can have 3, 6, 9, up until 48,000 pumps. You can either install them in one greenhouse, or you can install them in multiple greenhouses and see everything on one app. Next one is Sensor Director. Also very easy to use. You put it anywhere that you want. It's wireless. You spread the sensors all over your greenhouse and get a lot of information about what's happening in your greenhouse. For example, if you spread enough temperature and humidity sensors, you can see your water, your airflow and humidity flow in the greenhouse, as well as see, let's call it, dead spots or inefficient spots. And by having this, actually having a homogeneous environment in your greenhouse. Next one is Socket Director. So it can operate any pluggable devices. Once again, this one as well can be placed wherever you want. The only thing it's needed is electricity. Once you have your electricity, it can operate any electrical device. Next one, it's Dimmer Director. Now, Dimmer Director is for LED lights. It can dim the lights, recreate sunset and sunrise. And the last one, it's Server Director. This is for places when there is no internet and no connection, any connection. So it can actually create your local cloud. So continuing this, we actually would like to present our upcoming events that we have that we are visiting. It's going to be, first of all, in Canadian Greenhouse Conference in Canada on 4th and 5th of October this year. We would love to meet you all, show you what we can do, and answer any questions you have. Next one is going to be in Dubai in October of 9th and 10th. It's going to be one of the biggest Middle East conference in Dubai, which we're going to have a booth and going to show our products and our solution for Middle East. Next one is going to be Fruit Logistic in Germany from 7th to 9th of February next year. Once again, we would love to see you and show you what we can do for you. Said all of this, I would love to thank you all. You can feel free to reach us out. Now we'll have a little Q&A session. Some people will ask us questions so I can answer, because maybe something weren't clear. As well as any way you can contact us by WhatsApp, by email, by telephone. We are here to answer any of your questions. So I see here, first question now, everybody wants to know about the price. I will tell this way. Let's say if it's talking about a greenhouse of about 10,000, sorry. If we're talking about greenhouse of about 10,000 square feet, we're talking about, we can start from as And we can start from $1,500 and up to $5,000. It really depends what things you want to control and how many equipment you have. So it's very affordable, and it's very easy to use. Next questions. Yes, we have Android, iOS, and the web interface. So anybody can choose their platform and what is the most easier for them to use. Okay, next questions. Yes, system is very easy to install. You don't need like very expensive installer. You don't need very expensive installer. It's self-installed. Anybody can install the system, as well as we are here to solve any of technical issues people have. The only thing you actually need is Wi-Fi, no any infrastructure or nothing. It's a wireless modular system, very easy to install, self-installation. Don't need any don't need any professional installer. And once again, we are here to help you with anything there is. Yes, there was 1 year. There's 1 year guarantee for the products. Sensors are consumable, so it depends what kind of sensor. We're talking about between 6 and 12 months guarantee for sensors. Hydroponics. Okay. Our current pump is 3 gallons per hour. We have people who have much bigger reservoir, so it can be used with dry contact or sockets. So if like 3 gallons an hour is not enough, you can connect to dry contact or sockets like 100 gallons an hour, thousands gallons an hour. It can be connected, and we can control huge reservoirs. This also we have with our current clients. Yes. Another question. Yes, product can be ordered online on our site. It's in your reach. We're gonna send it by DHL. And depends when you live. In a few days till a week, you will have it in your greenhouse.
תסביר שאתה יכול בקלות לפרק את המשאבה ולהרכיב אותה ולנקות אותה.
About the hydroponics, it's very easy to dismantle it, okay, and clean it if you need. Clean it or change it very easily. Can be done. Okay, I see there's no more questions. Once again, I'm inviting you to contact us, you, myself, and my team, to answer any of your questions and help you. We also have a free hour with our agronomist. So we have any agronomic questions. We have our head agronomist, Mr. Noam Dekel, which can answer of any agronomic questions and also give you any advice that you would like. Saying this, once again, guys, I would love.
Another question from
Okay,
Josh.
I see here there's another question. We have another question. Do you also build and sell the sensors, or only have a partner for the sensors? Joshua, we have a partner for the sensors. Hydroponic sensors actually made in USA. we choose only very reliable sensors. I will be frank with you. We learned our lessons in the past. Okay, it's better to have reliable and not cheap sensors. Okay, it's worthwhile even in the short run, not only in the long run. So sensors is our eyes. So we we think it's really important, and we use only very high quality sensors. Let me see. I think another question is coming. Okay. How easy is a pump director? It's, I guess, meaning hydro director to clean if it gets cloudage.
Just what you mentioned.
I think I already showed it, but I will show you once again. It's very easy to dismantle it and to clean it. Actually, the pump is not the problem. What I would really check is actually the pipes, because pipes can go for feet and feet, even 10 and 20 feet. And you really should check your pipes. Another thing, look, the more you use hydroponics, cloggage can be created in the pipes. So once in a while, I would really encourage our clients to check that the flow rate is actually the flow rate. Don't also forget the different liquid has different straits of liquid. So yes, we have 3 gallons per hour, but it can vary. It very depends on the liquid. So you need to change your liquid. You need to check your nutrients and to check exactly how well it's working. Okay, we have another question. Do you have any plans to ask your sensor suppliers to build nitrate, ammonia, and iron sensors? We have, but currently there is a technical problems because to identify those things in your water and to have these sensors online. Sorry. There are not such sensors as yet. We are working with different sensors producers, but currently technology is not there yet. Apparently, it's not as easy as ChatGPT. Yes, one thing that I actually neglected, we are using machine learning and AI to predict the environment. Let's say to predict the environment, actually save resources. For example, let's say we are during the night and it's very cold, and we understand from the past experience that in 1-2 hours sun will rise, it will be hot enough. We're not going to waste energy in this thing. If the user wants, we're not going to waste energy. In this case, we're going to wait till the sun actually will rise and will hit the greenhouse. This is one of the example of our AI machine learning, which we actually implementing in our products, and it can save a lot of resources. Okay, I'm waiting for any other questions. Okay, guys. I hope that was very clear because there was no any other questions. Anyway, any other questions that you have, you are welcome to contact us. Email, WhatsApp, telephone, anything that can work for you.
The presentation in our web.
We'll put the presentation on our website so anybody can download it and look over it again. Once again, thank you very much for your time, and I hope to meet you all. Thank you very much.